Now let's look at a couple of sample emails. One good, one bad. First, you'll see the concise subject line, help with external scholarships. So I know immediately what this student is contacting me for. They've used their Patriots email address, which, if it's through Outlook, it'll come in as first name, last name. And then if I hover over that, it will say at patriots.uttyler.edu. So remember, we can only respond from your Patriots email. It's to me. It said, "Good morning, Ms. Wilson." So we have our good opener. They have Ms. because I have not instructed them otherwise to call me a certain title. And they are not calling me by my first name as a sign of respect, even though in person I usually address myself as Sid and ask people to call me that. And they give me a quick rundown of what they need. So it says, on the UT Tyler Academic Success webpage, I noticed that you program for first-generation college students, and in previous posted newsletters, you've mentioned you offer scholarship application workshops. Good. Context, they're letting me know where they found the information that they're referencing. Then they say, I'm looking for tips and best practices for applying to external scholarships to cover the cost of summer courses fees and tuition. And I was wondering if I could make an appointment with you for a one-on-one meeting to discuss this. Would this be possible? I've included my availability this week below. Then they tell me what they need and exactly what they need in that meeting so that I can prepare for that meeting and have things ready for the student. And they've asked if they could have a meeting, and then they've already given me when would be best for them. The best practice here is the fact that they've kind of foreseen the fact that I will ask when they are free so then I can look at my calendar. By going ahead and putting their availability in, I am able to just go ahead, look at my calendar, and then we've reduced the need for lots of back and forth emails, getting what we need done as quickly as possible. They then thank me for my time and consideration and say, all the best, and then they sign off with their student ID number so that I can look at their student file from their legal name and their student ID. So I can go ahead and pull up, are they enrolled in the summer? Do they have any tuition that's due? I can prepare for this meeting very, very well. I can give them lots of handouts, lots of tips. It'll be a great meeting because I knew what I was going into. Now let's look at a bad email. So we have the classic no subject line. This, guys, sometimes will make it through to the inbox of whomever you're emailing, but if you don't put a subject, sometimes it just goes straight to spam. So it says, without any sort of opener, I need an advising appointment, but you don't have any appointments available. But I need, all caps, to see you before the spring semester starts. I know it's December, but I'm a senior, and a lot of my classes are going to fill up. No farewell, sent from my iPhone, no student ID number. So when I read this, I'm like, that's pretty entitled to you, bud. How come I didn't get this email way beforehand? You need to schedule your appointments as soon as you know your availability for the appointment at that point in the semester at which you can register. Remember, when you schedule an advising appointment, you're not scheduling it for that day or even that week or even that month. You're just scheduling it in advance so you don't have to worry about it later. And you don't end up in this pretend situation, that I have in this email I wrote, that we see all the time in our office because my students sometimes don't have the ability to meet with their advisor because they wait till long after registration has opened, and then they come to me and ask if I can get them in. And I'm not an advisor, and I can't get you in to see your advisor. Only your advisor can do that. So obviously, people can write bad emails about anything, and they do all day, every day. So just be careful, guys, and when in doubt, just err on the side of respect.